My children, gather round and let me tell you a story of the Iroko tree and its mighty guardian. This is a tale of the forest, of the spirits that dwell within, and of the greed of men that would seek to destroy what they do not understand. In a thick, green forest deep in the heart of our beloved Nigeria, there stood an ancient Iroko tree. This tree was truly a sight to behold, with a trunk so wide and gnarled that it would take many strong men to wrap their arms around it. Its branches reached high into the sky, providing shade and shelter for all manner of creatures, birds, monkeys, even the occasional leopard would make their home in the Iroko's embrace. The people of the nearby village knew this tree was special, for they believed it was the dwelling place of a powerful protective spirit. This spirit, they said, was a fierce and noble guardian, watching over the forest and all who lived within it. The villagers would come to the Iroko tree, bringing offerings of fruits, grains, and palm wine, asking the guardian spirit for blessings and protection. "We must care for the Iroko," the elders would say, "for if we anger the spirit that lives within, it will bring great misfortune upon us all." And so, the villagers treated the Iroko tree with the utmost respect, never daring to harm it or even to take more from it than they needed. They knew the wrath of the guardian spirit was not to be taken lightly. Now, in a town not too far away, there lived a group of men who cared little for the ways of the forest or the beliefs of the villagers. These were the men of the lumber company, and they had their eyes set on the mighty Iroko tree. They saw only the value of the wood, the profits they could make by felling this ancient giant and selling it for timber. One day, the men of the lumber company arrived at the edge of the forest, their chainsaws and axes gleaming in the sunlight. The villagers, sensing the danger, rushed to the Iroko tree, falling to their knees and begging the men to turn back. "Please, you must not harm this tree," they cried. "It is the home of a great spirit, a guardian that watches over our forest. If you cut it down, the spirit will unleash its wrath upon us all." But the men of the lumber company merely laughed at the villagers' pleas. "Your spirits and your beliefs mean nothing to us," they scoffed. "This tree is ours now, and we will do with it as we please." With that, the men began to hack away at the Iroko tree, their chainsaws biting into the ancient wood. The villagers watched in horror, their cries and prayers falling on deaf ears. And then, something extraordinary happened. The air around the Iroko tree seemed to grow heavy, the very wind itself stilling. The leaves rustled as if the tree itself were stirring to life. And then a deep, rumbling sound echoed through the forest, a sound that sent shivers down the spines of the lumber company men. Suddenly, a massive figure emerged from the base of the tree, a being of towering height and power. The villagers fell to their knees, their eyes wide with awe and fear, for they recognized the guardian spirit of the Iroko tree. The lumber company men, their faces pale with terror, dropped their tools and turned to flee. But the spirit of the Iroko tree was not finished. With a mighty roar, it unleashed a torrent of energy, a force that sent the men flying through the air. Trees were uprooted, the very ground shaking beneath the onslaught of the guardian's wrath. 4 days, the spirit's fury raged, and the men of the lumber company dared not return to the forest. The villagers, their faith in the Iroko tree's guardian renewed, stood in awe and reverence, watching as the spirit protected its ancient home. And so, the Iroko tree stands to this day, its guardian spirit ever vigilant, a testament to the power of the natural world and the consequences of those who would dare to disrespect it. The villagers continue to bring their offerings to the tree, leaving bowls of fresh fruit and jugs of palm wine at its base. They tell their children the tale of the Iroko tree's guardian, a story that serves as a warning to all who would seek to destroy the wonders of the forest. Remember, the elders say, the spirits of the forest are not to be trifled with. Respect the land, respect the trees, and the Iroko tree's guardian will watch over you. And so, my children, let this be a lesson to you all. The forest is a sacred place, home to ancient spirits and powerful forces that we cannot hope to understand. Treat it with the reverence it deserves, and the Iroko tree's guardian will keep you safe. Now, go, and may the blessings of the forest be upon you. That's it for this video, folks. Be sure to subscribe to our channel Pigtails for more stories like this one. Leave a comment letting us know what stories you'd like to see come to life. Don't forget to like and subscribe for new African tales and fables every week.